title, because I look at you as a fitness guru, because you're so well-rounded, and more so, you're not being selfish with it. You're not just keeping this information to yourself, because, in my opinion, health is the pathway to wealth.
Yes,
so
yes,
without
yes.
health, you can never accomplish wealth. So that's why I look at you as a fitness guru. But you, give me your title and describe who you are and what it is that you do.
My title, to be honest, if you ask me what my title is, I'm just a simple man trying to help people understand the idea of health and wellness from a mindset, and then translating it over to the physical body and their well-being. I am a personal trainer and a wellness coach. That's my title. That's what I go by, or that's what's on paper. But I just want to provide a service to people to help them understand where they're at mentally, where they can be at physically, and how they can be healthy, and actually turn it over into wealth of all aspects of life. You know, from their personal life to their family life to their work life, to even gaining more income from just physically looking in a certain type of way, because we do live in an image-based world which we can't control. So the best thing for us to do is just not adapt to it, but be the very best version of ourselves, which we can be.
Okay, well, how long have you been in this industry?
This is going on my third year now.
Okay.
Going on my third year. I first started off just simply started out with myself. I actually was overweight.
So is this your third year being in business for yourself, or third year that you've been actually focused on health and wellness?
Focused on health and wellness. Third year focused on health and wellness.
Okay.
I think that's where it started, because I actually started myself. I was really overweight. I used to weigh 280 pounds. I had 58% body fat. Now I'm down to 200 pounds, and I have 11% body fat. So I totally transform myself before I even was able to help anybody else. I knew I need to help myself first. And
so you're not one of these how do they say it, what do they call it, run by night, trying to get rich. You focus on self first.
Oh yes, yes.
And then you see the benefits, and then you say, hey, if it works for me, now you saw the need out here in our community.
I started myself, and I seen a huge need, but I didn't think I could serve the market. But I seen the market was underserved by people that quote unquote call themselves professionals, but weren't really looking out the health of people. They were just looking out to, you know, give them a minimum service, but they wanted a high value for it. And I didn't see a lot of return with their clientele. And I just started helping people just on my part-time, free time that I had, just kind of giving back. And the services become, more people wanted the service, so I started creating a little bit of better niche for myself, balancing out a little bit more time to help more people, and it just started growing from there.
Yeah, because you came in earlier, you're talking to Kevin, and you started really to break it down about the physical aspect of it. You started to focus on that, and as you start to master that, then you saw it was some different elements that will start to put people in an improper frame of mind where they can really focus on the physical. Now, somebody like me, you know, I can put on the right clothes and I can look good. But as I started to want to go to the beach and all that, I may shy away from the beach or something because, hey, I'm not where I want to be. So what can you do for a person like me?
The first thing I would do is sit down and give you a wellness evaluation. The wellness evaluation.
I don't want to go through all that talking now, Tyrone. I just want to go from who I see today to the image that I see on the beach overnight.
Well, that didn't happen overnight. That person that you see on the beach, they put in a lot of work. You just happen to, they come on your radar today or maybe the next day after that, but they've been putting in work for years. And at some point, they had to sit down and make a firm decision with themselves that they wanted to be the healthiest version of themselves, regardless of whatever came, tried to stop that. So they needed to make a decision. They had to make a firm decision and a commitment with themselves to do that. And once that person decided to make that commitment, that's when the change happened. It starts all mentally. It's all starts mentally, then it trans over to physically, just like anything else.
Okay.
Once you can see it, you can achieve it. But if you see somebody else's image, but you most definitely can achieve it, but what you need to do is see that image and start working backwards on how that person got that image, and not look at that person and say, oh, they have a 30-minute ab class, I'll have abs in 30 minutes. It didn't happen like that.
That's right, because the point is, I can get started the first day of the year, or the second day of this year. I was in there with everybody, it was jam-packed. We were shoulder to shoulder. But a few days after that, the crowd just started to disperse a little bit.
Yes, yes.
And you talking about hard work. I think that's where we kind of fail at.
That's where we fail at. And studies have shown 9% of the people who start a New Year's resolution, only 9% actually stay through the New Year's resolution until next year. So out of 100 people, only 9 people have stayed.
God dog.
Why is that? Because they always start with a resolution, and the resolution is always great. I never try to poke fun at people or make a mockery of someone who decided to start January 1st, January 2nd. August 2nd, it doesn't really matter. You just have to make a firm decision to start. And when you do start, that's when the change happens. But if you don't make a commitment with yourself, make a commitment with your family, your friends, and your social life, maybe sometimes you have to put a few things aside to become the healthiest version of yourself. I think it's most definitely worth it.
So I see on your Facebook profile that you have a lot of photos before and after of yourself and also of your client. What is the purpose of that?
The purpose of it is to show people that it's possible. I had started off with me, so like they understand like I'll probably maybe be in the position they were in.
Man, that wasn't you. That picture I saw, that wasn't you.
Yeah, I get that all the time.
That's a Photoshop or something.
They say that Photoshop. I have to literally point out certain like kids scars I have or something like you see that scar there compared to actually what I have now that people know like that actually me. But that was one part of me, and I can look at that person that was overweight, and guess what? I was in a bad state of mind. Before my body was out of shape, my mind was out of shape, and I would go back now, and I would sit down and talk to people, and I tell them about the habits I had, you know, as that person that was on the left side of the picture. Now I tell them about the mindset of the person that's on the right side of the picture. The only thing shift was the mindset because my body's still the same. My spirit's a little bit more stronger now, but the same person still exists within both of them. And guess what? They're still at war constantly with each other because I still want to stop by Burger King and pick up a triple Whopper, don't get me wrong, and a milkshake. But guess what? I know what's best. I know what's possible for me down the line if I pick up that milkshake, so I try to make the best choice that I have.
So it takes a lot of discipline. That's what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah, a lot of discipline, but just more awareness. Because guess what? I'm at war every day with cookies. You know, me and cookies go in it every day. I want them cookies. I want that bag of Oreos with the triple layer. I do. But
get you some ice cream too.
Ice cream, man. And milk, dipping in milk. I love that. But guess what? I think about the results I have. I think about how I feel. And I look at the people that came before me, and if they would have known about better health and better well-being, they probably could have lived a little bit longer and actually been here for their family a little bit longer too.
Or just do like me. You just hang around a few chunky people like me. We eat pizza late at night and go right to sleep.
Yeah.
So we don't talk about no good eating or anything like that.
Yeah, and that used to be me. So what I started doing too was make sure I was around more people that were accountable and holding me accountable. So when I did eat the pizza late at night.
So you saying I got to change the people around me?
Well, so, yeah, change the people around you because that'll change their mindset. You don't have to change everybody, but if you are like the 5 people you hang around, honestly, so if you hang around 5 people that have great habits, at some point you'll conform to those great habits. And if you're hanging around 5 people that may have the same habits but you want to grow and they don't have a growth mindset, they're going to hold you back and they're going to like, don't go, Brian, don't go, come back. Because they don't want you to change. Not they don't want you to change, they just don't want you to leave them where they're at and you move forward. So at some point you have to make a decision. You may have to reevaluate everybody around you. And it's always up for reevaluation. You want to reevaluate and make sure that people around you are bringing value to your life and not draining your life.
Well, we're talking to Tyrone Goodin, a fitness instructor, and also, is it safe to say that you're, what's the correct title again?
Wellness coach.
Wellness coach.
Yes.
He focuses on the mind, the body, and the soul. That's safe to say?
Yes, that's safe to say.
Okay. Now, you keep mentioning the mind, because I believe in positive mental attitude. So, where does the mind fit into this paradigm that you keep talking about?
The mind controls our day-to-day life. If I don't control my mind, I wake up every morning, I start off with personal development. If I don't wake up every morning and work on myself first, how can I even give anything back to this world I'm in? I know when I walk out my door, I'm going to encounter a lot of negativity, a lot of drama, just from day-to-day life, from traffic, from the lady at the cashier at the store. You know, I'm going to encounter a lot of this. So if I don't prepare myself every day in some form to give back to myself before I go out and pour into this world, guess what? I won't be able to be the best version of myself. And that's just as far as mentally, not even physically. And I want to approach people. I make sure I have it every morning. The first 10 people I see, I just say good morning to them. I don't even know them, but I make it a habit because I want to put good energy out in the universe and I want to attract good to them.